I've never seen it.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never really. There's such a balance between like a funny celebrity story and
bragging about hanging out with a
it's
celebrity
like
story.
unrelatable celebrity situation.
I think the last celebrity story I enjoyed was Dave Chappelle on his show talking about Prince.
Oh,
and Eddie
yeah.
Murphy.
Oh yeah.
Come on.
I mean,
that
that's
was
so
funny.
Also, Prince is so much more famous. Like, I would listen to a very famous person talk about an encounter with like Obama. You know what I mean? Someone who's so famous that it's still very famous to that person.
You want the acknowledgement that I was hanging out with this person and I had no business being there, and here's the crazy experience that I just want to share with you.
Yeah. Comedians need to be out of their element and kind of. But if they're just like, I was on my private plane, and like a lot of like Chappelle's newer bits, I'm just like, this is wildly unrelatable.
Yes,
and it's mostly like people are clapping for your success that you've had for 30 years and earned. With Chappelle's show being just so funny and great. But,
right, one of the best. But
Chris Rock has that really funny bit where he's just talks about getting pulled over, and his friends are like, who cares if you get pulled over? You're Chris Rock. And he's like, I'm not Chris Rock from far away. And he's like, that's the problem with cops is I'm not Chris Rock till they get close.
Right.
And I'm like, that's very funny.
Right. For a second, I thought Far Away was a movie he was in, but now I realize
From Far
I'm not
Away.
Chris Rock from Spirited Away. I'm not Chris Rock from Up.
yeah. No, for Far Away, he's just another black man. No, I get it.
I am Chris Rock from Grown Ups 1 through whatever.
What is that movie where he switches bodies into the old guy? And he, you know what I'm talking about? I remember the clip was him going Tiger Woods, y'all, and like sliding in golf garb or something like that.
I think that was Young Rock.
I think that was The Rock.
I think that was Dwayne Young Rock Johnson, which he also has a show. Isn't that Young Rock? About him?
That's about Dwayne.
We really, I think this sometime. I was just in Portland, and I went to Powell's Books to get a
book.
A friend of mine wrote like a puzzle book, and I wanted to go get it from the big bookstore.
Cool.
And I saw all of the. I went in the comedy biography section, and you're like, we got a lot of biographies about 30-year-olds. Or like memoirs from like 36-year-old comedians, where you're like, I don't know if a lot of people know who this person. You know, they got a lot of Twitter followers or something, and then a fourth memoir from a 50-year-old or something. I'm like, who has ever had this much to say?
That's the thing. People know trilogies are in now, so you're like, get it done early, so you can
get it done real quick.
Have your follow up when you're like 38, where you're like, actually now I've learned everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't know it all when I was 36.
That's why I love Mel Brooks. Is he just released his autobiography. And he's like 70 years old.
That's so much better.
Yeah, of course.
Mel Brooks, is he not 90?
No, you're right. He's probably almost 90.
He's got to be so. I'm not sure 100%, but yeah, Mel Brooks.
He's
is
so
up there.
old. It doesn't even show up online.
Your computer's
You try and look up Mel Brooks' age, and they're like, it's the shrugging emoji guy.
A brook is a small river. Is
97.
97.
Yeah, he's gonna go when he dies. When Neil Young dies, those are gonna be 2 days.
He's so old that it said people who Google him also Google Dick Van Dyke, and who is 98.
Jesus.
Yeah. And also Googled, what is a Google?
What is this?
You can only ask Jeeves Mel Brooks' age. That's how old he is.
Yeah.
Also Googled, Linda, I'm coming over.
Just Googled, where's my password? Sticky note.
Yeah. Young boobies.
Yeah, that is wild. But I don't know. I've always, it's a lot of listening to stand-up now. It is maybe my least favorite thing about LA stand-up is a lot of it is sort of like unrelatable situations of bumping into famous people or things like that because everyone is kind of around. I'm like, this isn't super relatable. You gotta be the underdog. Have everyone be on everyone else's side.
I ran into Underdog actually at the Best Friends Animal Shelter.
You ran into that Spoon single from like 2005.
That's a good one. Yeah, I know that reference.
That'll be I need a new button.
I ran into the spoon from The Matrix.
You did? I ran into the spoon from the Don Hertzfeldt cartoon.
Oh, yeah,
Rejected.
Mm-hmm.
I ran into the little spoon, smaller than you think.
It is in the name.
Smaller than the experts think. Well, we should do this. We should get going,
podcast,
honestly, on the script soon.
Whatever. I'm having fun, but we can do whatever you guys want.
Guess how long the script is, Adam.
Well, I mean, most people do 5 pages. Jason's an above and beyond kind of guy, so I'm going to go 5.5 pages.
It is 5.5 times 3.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah. Several scenes, even a commercial I threw in there.
Oh my God! What are you writing a spec?
I don't think anyone's ever done Grey's Anatomy on here before.
Is Grey's Anatomy still on the air?
Probably.
I think they rebooted it or restarted it. And I think it's back. Yeah.
Jason might be the first person on this show to get staffed on a show writing a spec for a show he's never seen before.
Well, wait till you hear the spec.
It is. I think it's still on the air. It's like a massive cash cow for ABC, right? This is like a huge. Yeah. It feels like. Well, what do you want to preface that I guess, Jason, before we get into Grey's Anatomy?
Well, I've never seen Grey's Anatomy. Never saw ER. I never watched any of those hospital doctor sort of...
Scrubs?
Funny, you being the person that I know that has been in the you've been in the hospital more than anybody I've ever met in my life.
It's triggering. That's why I don't do it. Actually, I have watched Scrubs, but I wasn't like a big fan of it. I watched it here and there. I watched it if it's on TV. Thought it was funny. Now, I can't stand those two guys because they're in every fucking commercial together.
They're in a lot of... We really, really punish them for remaining friends. The thing that we wished all people from TV shows would do.
They're the happiest two men in the world.
We're just like, why aren't Steve Carell and John Krasinski still friends? They should be. And then these guys are friends. We're like, get the fucking stop.
Well, John Krasinski and Dave, what the fuck is his name again?
Steve Carell.
Steve Carell.
It's okay. It hasn't come up in a while.
They are still friends. They just don't flaunt it in front of us for every new product that's out.
That's true. Except this movie that he just had come out about the imaginary friends, where it's all like Office references and
I heard that bombed. Anyways, I watched.
It's out.
It's out and it's bombed. I watched a little bit of House because I thought that was a very clever show.
Yeah,
it's like a mystery or every week.
Like, what if doctors listened?
Exactly. But also he's like a drug addict, which is fun and interesting.
Yeah,
Hugh Laurie's great. But that's like, I never watched ER, never watched Chicago Hope, never watched Grey's Anatomy. I never watched that stuff. I
think there's even sort of the soap opera General Hospital and those sorts of ones as well. Like whatever's on after The Price is Right.
Right. You made a web series as doctors in a hospital though.
That's true. Yes. I did. I have watched that.
Yeah.
I have watched.
Didn't spend any time rewatching that
on ComedyCentral.com. But as far as mainstream network television, these medical shows, no, I've never interested in it. And like you said, Adam, I've been in enough hospitals. I don't need to watch more.
You're just pointing out inaccuracies. Like, hey, that nurse responded to the button. That doesn't ever come up.
Oh, his insurance went through? That doesn't sound real.
You can hear the TV. I visited you in the hospital many times, and I'm like, that is a quiet TV.
Oh, it's very, very, because it's like almost like the TV from the back of an airline headrest shoved up on a wall.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, and the first two channels are always like, here's a video about the hospital.
Here's my impression of the worst inventor in the history of the
world. That was actually Grey's Anatomy. I don't think you realize that that's what they're trying to get you to.
It's the guy. The guy is like, hey, goes to the hospital. He's like, hey, I'm the guy who made TVs for hotels. Do you guys want to buy my worse ones?
Yeah. Why does it take 45 seconds from the time I touch the on button on the remote for it to turn on? I'm not going to be alive.
Channel 1 is 00. Channel 2 is 00-1. And then they're like, now channel 3 is R, which is the TV guide.
And the speaker is in the remote. So it better not be under a pillow or on the ground. Or you're not hearing the freaking channel.
So bad. That's okay, because the closed captioning's on and bigger than the television.
Always.
It's taking up the entire screen.
You've been in the hospital a good bit too.
I mean, if like ER or something was accurate, it would be mostly people on hold or someone telling you to call someone else.
Right.
They're like, actually, we have a different department that'll take care of this. Or
that's half the episode. Or like, they're a blue zone alarm. Like, what is a blue zone alarm? I don't know.
But I hope somebody speed up or slow anyone down here.
We just need to make an announcement. There's a blue zone alarm.
Let's let all the patients know about the thing that they have no idea what it is.
Impatience. Could be a thing, a flower, I think.
I'm running out of patience.
That's actually an instrument as well. I don't want people to think you were doing that.
No.
That's for my children.
I got it surgically implanted under my tongue.
So haven't really consumed any dramatic hospital content.
No. Like Scrubs, yes. Also, there was that Adult Swim show,
Children's Hospital,
right? Which I enjoyed watching. Didn't watch all of it, but enjoyed watching.
It was sort of a satire of all of these put together,
exactly.
Right? But some of them were clowns.
It's like Rob Corddry and clown makeup is what I remember mostly from it.
Yeah, they exit the hospital one episode, and they're in the middle of Brazil.
Then they have never referenced it. They never referenced it,
but it's like in the middle. They shot location in the middle of Brazil.
Funny.
Yeah,
that's
so
really good.
So no like dramatic hospital things. So that's why I made this script.
I mean,
a little wacky.
I couldn't even begin to think what season this show is on.
I mean, there's 14 seasons apparently.
Great, you did just over a page per season.
Yeah.
I hope they call season 50 Shades of Grey's Anatomy.
Awesome.
So I didn't mean to ruin one of the answers of.
It would have been better on the board than Gravatar.
Gravatar's great.
Gravatar's all right.
Gravity and Avatar, Grey's Anatomy and Avatar.
Grey's and Avatar to me.
I didn't ask questions when he put it up.
Yeah, I was like, Jason wasn't saying all this shit. He saw me put all the letters on there.
As a young Jewish man, it makes me think of Gravlax. You know, you put it on a bagel, it's salmon.
Oh.
Yum.
Which is gravity-based locks.
Mm-hmm. You got to catch them. You got to float around. Okay. No gravity locks. I don't know.
Maybe it's a hair-based thing. Okay, so Grey's Anatomy. That might be where the ad break
goes. Do you
goes.
cut out the silences in between?
No.
Or do you turn up the volume so that
I want people to I actually move away from the mic during them so then people turn their volume back up so then I go right back into the microphone.
Blow their eardrums out.
I want to know if you guys listen to this, are the ads way louder than the podcast? Because I don't know, and that always upsets me when it's like that on anything. You know, people are talking and all of a sudden it's just like someone screaming about something else.
That's usually the way it is.
I think they do that on TV and stuff. I've heard they do that on purpose.
I had a remote control for a TV growing up that did half volume mute. Oh. And I've been searching for this.
I've never heard of that.
I feel like it was incredible.
It's a great. That sounds great.
It was the remote that came with the TV too, or like an early flat screen.
I wish I had that for my dog.
Nice.
You know, he barks a lot of the time, and it's like I'd like to hear it, but it's so loud.
You'd have to put an implant in his throat.
Mm.
Maybe they could do that with the microchips or whatever. Like because if I got the COVID thing. Grey's Anatomy.
Okay.
Cast it however you'd like.
Okay.
Maybe we
we don't do that off air. We just I just say it right now.
You could do it right now. You can also, if you want, cast it as it goes. If you don't want to cast everyone right now.
I mean, you have 15 pages. How many characters you got?
One.
These are ensemble.
One.
There's a lot.
He's multi-person.
He's putting the.
I mean, yeah. One for each part of the anatomy. I have a different actor.
The many faces of Grey.
Okay, let's do this. Let's cast right now. So, of course, I guess I read the stage directions.
Yeah.
Kyle, you're going to be Dr. Meredith Grey. Amazing. Adam, you're going to be Mr. Peters.
Nice.
All right.
Not as excited as I was about that.
And then...
Well, you're the lead. I mean, you're at least the title.
You don't know that
You're the
for
title
sure.
character.
I feel like I bet Meredith Grey leaves the show at some point. Anyways,
she does, according to the wiki.
It's a gray area.
And then Adam, you're going to be receptionist.
Sweet.
And Kyle, you're going to be Erica.
Okay.
And oh shit! I'm not going to remember all this.
You need a pen?
Yeah.
So you are Adam. You're Mr. Peters.
And receptionist.
And Kyle, you are
Dr. Grey.
Dr. Grey and Erica.
And if there's any reveals, you can just wait until that happens. So you don't have to say it now if it's like a surprise casting.
Okay. Yeah, I did have Bigfoot come in one of these scenes, and then Adam.
But that's also a blurry gray area.
Yeah. And then
we will edit some of this out.
And then, and then Kyle, I wrote Dr. Blathers, but it's actually Dr. Alex Karvev on page 6. I don't know.
Dr. Alex Karvev, a.k.a. Blathers.
Yeah, Dr. Karvev. I guess Dr. Blathers is what I had in the script before I changed it to the cast of... anyway, so you're Dr. Alex Karvev, a.k.a. Dr. Blathers in the script. And then Adam, you're going to be Sweet James.
Oh, James Taylor?
You wish.
Is in this? Every time someone dies, he just goes, I've seen fire and I've seen rain. That singing might have just lost me the part.
And then Kyle, you're going to be intern Izzy Stevens. And Adam, you're going to be Charlie.
Just passing the pen back and forth. I had like 8 pens in my bag too. All right.
This is a beautiful pink pen, and it writes really nice.
Thank you. It's a Muji brand.
I like it.
And then Kyle, you're going to be Bridget. And Adam, you're going to be Dr. George O'Malley.
I don't have 5 different voices, so
I don't expect you to.
It's going to sound like a lot of me.
And then I'll be announcer, and then I think that's it.
Great.
All right.
I started to underline Meredith Gray's line. I'm like, I think I'll just write it down and remember it.
I think once you start getting into it. All right, Adam.
I haven't written 15 pages of anything in 4 years.
Well, I hope this is a little fire in your ass.
I mean, I expect it to be good and funny because I know you're a good and funny man. But I also
just the weirdest antagonizing interrogation that's ever led into a script in the history of the show.
I'm good and funny. I'm inspired.
Chat GPT, make Adam pump Jason up. I expect good and funny because you're funny. I'm inspired.
Oh, Jesus.
All right. Okay, let's get into it. Grey's Anatomy. The camera pans across a row of shoes with medical blue covers. Among them is a red pair of high heels glistening with sweat. Next, we see a tray of surgical equipment like scalpels, clamps, and an eyelash curler that Katherine Heigl picks up and uses. Or is it Heigl? Either way.
I think even Hollywood forgot.
Then, a sexy nightie is zipped up that fades into a surgical gown being tied. Next, the camera pans down an IV bag as the fluid drips down the tube. Then it transforms into a stream of Long Island iced tea being poured into a hurricane glass. That fades into a shot of 4 bare feet rubbing together on a hospital bed under a blanket. God. An old patient shivers in a chair nearby. Title, Grey's Anatomy. Interior, Dr. Meredith Gray's office. A bald man, Mr. Peters, sits waiting. Dr. Meredith Gray, a stunning-looking woman in her early 30s, enters, not looking up from her patient's file.
Hello, Mr. Peters. I'm Dr. Gray. I have the results from your recent blood work.
What do they say, doctor?
Well, to tell you the truth...
Dr. Meredith Gray looks up.
What's the matter? I
didn't know that you were bald.
Yes, I'm bald. What does that have to do with my results?
It's just that... This is going to be harder than I thought.
Are the results bad?
Oh, they're bad. They're real bad. And seeing how bald you are made me feel awful about telling you. I don't want to do it.
Doctor, I just need these blood tests for my insurance so I can go back to work at the factory.
What? You work in a factory? Oh, man, of course you do. You're a bald man. All the better jobs went to those with full heads of hair long ago. You see why this is so hard for me.
Doctor, I like my job. Besides, my mom is waiting for me outside.
Your mother is here? Of course she'd be the only one left to support you. That's the life of a bald man, huh? Woman after woman not giving you the time because they automatically assume your bald head means you can't pleasure her in the bedroom. It's sickening.
Doctor, my life is fine, okay? I have a great job and a loving family, so please stop talking about my baldness, okay?
I'm sorry, of course. You don't need this from me. You must get constantly reminded of it on the street. Every man, woman, and child yelling, "Hey, go dunk your bald head in the toilet, you idiot."
Nobody says that.
Well, to your face. Jesus Christ, who do they think I am?
Dr. Meredith Gray opens the office door and shouts into the hallway.
I may be an incredibly beautiful doctor, but I'm a human being too, goddammit.
She slams the door.
Doctor, please, just tell me what the results are so my mother and I can catch the bus.
The bus? Oh, for Christ's sakes, there's nothing sadder than a seriously ill bald man riding the bus with his mom. Jesus Christ, let's just hope there's a crippled man or a burn victim on the bus as well to distract from your pathetic life. It won't matter. Either way, there will be a thick cloud of despair on that bus tonight, and I'm partially to blame for it. Me and God for cursing you with that bald head. God damn it, I can't do it. I just can't.
What? But I
go get out of here. Get out of here.
I need my test results.
No, you don't. Trust me. You've suffered enough. Now get out.
Doctor,
God damn it. Just go.
Mr. Peters shakes his head, then leaves. Dr. Meredith Gray watches him shut the door.
Good luck, my brother.
Dr. Meredith Gray slowly takes off a wig to reveal that she is, too, in fact, bald.
Good luck.
Cut to interior Grace Hospital lobby, receptionist desk. A young, hot receptionist sits painting her toenails. The phone rings.
Grace Hospital, how can I help you?
On the other side of the call is Erica, a housewife.
Yes, I'd like to schedule a mammogram.
Okay, we can do that for you. Did you want both breasts or just one?
Both, please.
Okay, do you want a hot doctor or just like a plain-looking one?
plain Jane, I guess.
Wow, okay. A plain old boring doctor. Got it. Would you like them to just do the mammogram, or do you want them to flirt a little bit beforehand?
Oh, no. Just have them do the mammogram?
Of course. Do you want them to use the ultrasound gel or some jelly? Maybe syrup?
Oh, gross. Listen, I just want a normal, regular mammogram.
Okay, but normal is different for different people.
I don't want anything freaky. I don't want sticky tits afterwards. I just want the doctor to see if I have breast cancer.
Oh, you want to screen for breast cancer? Okay, I'll make a note.
Why else would someone get a mammogram?
Some people just want the attention, lonely women who can't find a date.
I can find a date. I have a husband. I need a competent doctor that can to screen my breasts for cancer. That's it.
Got it. Well, when would you like to come in?
Mondays and Tuesdays are best.
Unfortunately, the doctor only does normal mammograms on the weekends, 5 to 10 in the evening, preceded by cocktails. Does that work for you?
No, God, your hospital is the worst. I'll go somewhere else.
Erica hangs up.
Prude. Sorry, Dr. Karev. Lost another one.
Dr. Alex Karev, 30s, hot, used to be a male model, peeks around the corner in a tank top.
Oh, darn. Now what will I do with all this syrup?
Fade to commercial break. Sweet James, 30s. Glasses with a beard, vest and tie, stands behind a desk. He looks directly into camera.
Hi, I'm Sweet James. Oh, you did the fucking commercials? I'm Sweet James, your personal injury attorney that isn't afraid of getting personal.
He winks. Cut to close up on Sweet James.
If you were hurt in a car, motorcycle, or boating accident, don't delay. Call me, Sweet James, at 1-800-HOT-LAWYER. I'll make sure you get what you deserve and more.
Cut to graphic, gavel slamming down.
Not only will I get you money for your car repairs and medical bills, but I'll also sweep you off your feet and take you to a world of pleasure unknown to this civilized world.
Cut to graphic, Lady Justice with scales.
I've been a personal injury lawyer for 25 years. I've also been an attentive lover for over 30. I'll work tirelessly to take your body into another stratosphere of sensuality.
Cut to stars bursting. Sweet James is now laying on his side on the desk.
As a personal injury attorney, I know how stressful an accident can be, so it's my job to make sure you're taken care of, honey.
Cut to Sweet James is now shirtless behind the desk.
I'll make sure to fight hard for you, okay, babe? I'm no slouch in the courtroom.
Close up on Sweet James.
Or bedroom. I'll make sure you get your compensation you're entitled to, plus a huge, bone-shaking orgasm.
Sweet James kisses towards the camera. Cut to graphic, eagle flying. Close up, Sweet James's face.
Medical bills, auto damage, emotional damage, personal injury, loss of wages, nipple play. I will do it all for you.
Cut to graphic, huge law book slams on the desk. Sweet James sits behind the desk again, still shirtless.
So if you're injured in an accident, make sure to call me, Sweet James, immediately. I'll come for them and then I'll come for me. Guaranteed.
Graphic, Sweet James business logo.
Call Sweet James, personal injury attorney at 1-800-HOT-LAWYER. That's 1-800-HOT-LAWYER. Don't delay. Call now.
Cut to Sweet James sitting behind the desk.
Operators are standing by for your call.
Sweet James stands up. He's nude. A blur covers his dick.
And so am I.
Cut back to exterior, Grace Hospital. Afternoon. Cut to interior, podiatrist examination room. Charlie, 50, sits on the examination table with his socks and shoes off. The intern, Izzy Stevens, 20, blonde, hot, enters sucking on a lollipop.
Mr. Barkley, the doctor is busy with another patient, but I can get you started. How are you today?
Fine, except for this ingrown toenail.
Off. Let's take a look at it.
Intern Izzy Stevens pulls up a chair and gets in close.
Ah, yeah. This nail is ingrown.
That's what I thought.
Do you ever wear open-toe shoes?
Like sandals? Yeah, at the pool.
Yeah, that's it?
Yeah, I don't want my toes showing at work.
See, that's the problem. You're keeping them all cramped up. You got to let these piggies breathe.
Really?
Yeah, toes is like puppies. You have to give them space. Let them roam around or else they'll get ingrown.
So, like wear sandals on the weekend?
With the severity of this ingrown nail, I suggest you switch to sandals permanently.
I can't do that. I'm partner out at my law firm.
Intern Izzy Stevens takes out a lollipop.
Well, then enact a casual shoe policy into office.
I don't want to risk offending potential clients with my stinky feet.
Intern Izzy Stevens takes a sniff of the toes.
They aren't stinky, just ingrown.
Well, even more reason not to show them.
How about letting your wife drive more often and you stick your tootsies out the window? The fresh air would do them good.
I'm not hanging my feet out the window like some teenager.
It feels good.
I'd rather not.
Okay, how about you wear shoes during the day and when you leave the office, you kick them off until morning, half and half. half.
I suppose I could do that.
Then when you get home, soak them in some Epsom salts. Give them a little bath. Do you have a tub?
Yes.
Fill that sucker up with some warm water and give your Tootsie some splash time. Make sure to dry them off lovingly.
Sure.
Then have your wife play This Little Piggy Went to Market before bed.
And will that help with the ingrown toenail?
Who's to say? It will help your well-being, though. Who doesn't like that song?
I don't. My son grew up and left the house years ago.
All the more reason to do it.
If you say so.
Great. Now lay back. I have to cut this fucking nail. It's being a stinky little bitch.
Cut to interior eye examination room. Dr. George O'Malley, 30s, sexy AF, sets up his eye examination room as Bridget, 40s, enters all out of breath.
Oh, so sorry I'm late, doctor.
It's no problem, Bridget.
Bridget sits down in the examination chair.
I'll also have last appointment's payment to you this week, I swear.
Of course. Get it to us when you can.
Dr. George O'Malley pulls down his examination chart.
All right, Bridget. Cover your left eye and tell me what letter you see.
I
Good. And the next one?
M
Good. And this?
A
Good. Now, these 4 letters.
Jerk.
Very good, Bridget. You can uncover your eye.
Excuse me, doctor. Did that say I am a jerk?
Did it? No, that is purely coincidental. Now go ahead and cover your right eye, and we'll do the same for these.
Okay.
Dr. George O'Malley changes the eye examination chart.
What's the first letter?
I
Good. Now, these 5 letters.
STINK. Hey, wait a minute.
What?
I stink? Is this some sort of joke?
Oh, that's so funny. No, these are random letters, I promise.
It's just so strange it spells out something nasty about me.
I know, right? Last week I had an old man in here, and it spelled out, I crapped my pants. Wild, right?
I guess.
All right, one last examination. With both eyes, tell me what these letters are.
Sure. U.
Good. And the next?
R.
Good. And the next?
A.
Good. Next?
G.
Good. Next one?
The number 8. Are these supposed to be numbers too?
Oh, yes. Sometimes. Continue.
DOC.
Perfect. You aced it.
You're a good doc?
Oh, thank you.
No, that's what I just spelled out. URAG8DOC.
Well, how about that? I have never seen this happen more than once to a patient. It must be your lucky day.
I guess if you say so.
Well, it seems your eyes have gotten worse and you'll need another prescription.
What? You said I aced it.
Did I? I meant you failed. Bye-bye.
Cut to exterior Grace Hospital evening. Next week on Grey's Anatomy, interior staff break room evening. Dr. Meredith Grey, Dr. George O'Malley, Dr. Alex Karvov, and the receptionist are having a gangbang.
Oh, jeez.
Suddenly, intern Izzy Stevens bursts through the door.
There you guys are. All the patients is dead.
The end.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Very good.
Oh, man.
Wow.
This might be one of the few spec scripts that becomes real.
Are you going to cut out earlier when I said it and then use it when you said it?
They were going to use it really in the show.
Oh, no. I said he's going to get staffed on it.
I mean, they're going to turn this one into a full-on episode.
Different statements.
And you know what? Yeah,
bits.
I am going to cut out the part from earlier
Keep
now
this
and
part,
leave in
though.
the part where you're asking what happened to that part.
Yeah.
No,
Right.
because that helps you.
I do that on all the podcasts. I say every time someone gets a big laugh, I go, I just said that. And
then be like, I just said that, and if it's not in the episode when you guys are listening, that means they cut out when I said it.
Yeah, the power of editing can make Adam look like an idiot. And I know Adam personally for years. He is no idiot. He's actually one of the smartest, funniest
I
guys.
thought
know.
he was going to say something.
I've known
mean, and
Adam
that was nice.
for years. He is big giant pause for ad break, come back, idiot. We should go to an ad break, though. What's our time here? 30 minutes. 30 minutes? We should have earlier had gone to an ad break, is the phrase. But we were.
We had times that could have gone.
Oh, wow. I've seen a couple episodes of Grey's Anatomy. Mm-hmm. Never in any order, never following the show, just either like on at hotel or access to ABC in some other manner. Just it is pretty. You just feel like everyone. It's a soap opera. I feel like, right?
Right, and it's pretty horny.
It's pretty horny. A lot of characters. Everyone seems to have had sex with everyone else 3 seasons ago all the time, and that's the energy that they're bringing around, I suppose.
That they used to fuck.
Yeah.
Got it.
And so that's like that. And then people are coming back. There's like dream sequences. It's all very odd. I think one I saw, I was trying to figure out who Dr. Grey was, and I don't know if she's a doctor or the in charge person or why her name is on the hospital.
From what I read in the wiki is that she gets promoted throughout the show.
Oh. So she starts as a patient.
She starts as an embryo. The show's been on 20 years.
The first show is
made in the hospital.
Yeah, she's delivered in the hospital, and then she grows up to be one of the leading surgeons there.
That's great. I mean, that's got to be good for your resume. No gaps.
Right. Yeah, and then they name the hospital after you. That's pretty cool.
It's on so long. I mean, Shonda Rhimes, who made the show, is just like, this is just pumping money. Mm-hmm. This is such a crazy thing. I can't imagine. I would love $10. Like $10 would change my day.
Okay. Well, Adam, I'm happy to say that I said Adam, but Kyle, I'm happy to say that Adam has $10 in a Venmo.
I have it on me, I think.
Venmo?
Oh, wow.
What is that?
Whoa, that's real cash.
You guys
Adam.
can't tell. Adam just pulled out multiple cash.
This is money, dude.
Are you buying stuff on Craigslist?
Yeah,
That's the only time I've had cash this decade.
Yes.
Okay. Is this for guitar parts?
Dude, I do. I use I'm obsessed with Facebook Marketplace, and I'm constantly getting like guitar.
It's the only show, or it's
stuff.
the only reason I have Facebook at this point.
I pulled out
is the
marketplace.
I pulled out like $40, by the way, which was just the cash that doesn't fit. It doesn't in my
It
wallet.
doesn't fit in your
my
wallet?
doesn't have like a cash thing.
Do you remember
so
earlier when we were talking about how comedians are unrelatable when they're rich?
So insanely, you guys.
And now you have a wallet so fat you can't
put $40 in there.
You guys can't tell, but Adam's wallet broke the back left chair leg of the chair.
Email. What's the email for the pod?
Never seen it show.
Never
at
seen it show.
gmail.com.
Gmail. Email Kyle how much debt you're in, and he will write yes or no
to
if Adam has more debt than you, and it's going to be yes.
I'll just reply to them whether or not I'm in more debt.
Yeah.
We'll just have a little debt off.
Since the beginning of this episode, yes.
Yeah.
I got $40 that I got liquid cash.
Liquid.
That is liquid cash.
I liquidated a rug.
Yeah.
Did you say you have a wallet that doesn't hold cash?
Yeah, it does. It's
what wallet?
It's one of
doesn't
these
hold
little.
cash?
It's one of these little pop-up things that just holds like cards and
shit. If
shit.
you can't tell, hold up your card to the camera. Just
so
the
they
front
see
and
my
back
number.
of your card.
You can't see the number. I'm not posting the number.
If you're not watching the video, Adam's wallet looks like a battery you charge your phone with.
Yeah.
No wonder you're in debt. You just use cards.
This wallet cost $600. That's why I'm in debt. It's very fancy.
That's fun.
Okay, so I don't really know what have you seen it? You haven't seen Grey's Anatomy.
I've seen about what you have.
Dabbled?
I've seen it. I've seen it. I probably have talked to you on this podcast before, but I used to have a job where it was right out of college. It was basically watching primetime TV on DVRs the next day and logging how long product placement was on TV. So like we'd watch like 30 Rock and be like, there's a Snapple thing on for 30 seconds. And then
Interesting.
Whatever. But
does it count as product placement if they acknowledge that it's product placement during the
for
show?
sure.
Or is
Yeah.
that like a better one?
Even better, because if they acknowledge it, they're like, man, I'm so thirsty. I'm going to have this
even
Snapple.
I think 30 Rock would like make a thing out of it. Something
they could totally make it a joke. But anyway, from that job, I remember watching a handful of not in order Grey's Anatomy episodes, and I found it to be a watchable network doctor show.
Too.
It was entertaining.
I thought everyone was having a nice time on the show, and it's it's
like a Law and Order. You can watch one, and you're not but then there's also stuff where you're like, oh, okay, I can see that. There's some smaller arcs or other arcs of relationships, but you don't feel lost. It's very easy to.
It's not like watching Lost.
No.
Okay.
I would be interested, although it is like watching Lost in that it's kept ABC making a ton of money.
And there's a smoke monster.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that monster is 20 foot from the building, though. All the smoke monsters have to be at a hospital.
Lost for this show.
I love Lost.
I liked Lost until about season 5.
Oh, I mean,
then I was like, I knew they didn't know what they were doing.
Absolutely. 20% of the episodes are good after season 5.
Yes.
Like every once in a while they really hit, but it's mostly just playing off of a backstory thing that happened. But from season 5 on, it feels a lot like an improv scene.
Yeah. And then when I hear that, they're just in purgatory at the end, I was like, of course.
Yeah.
Because that's the only way they can make this work.
I would say the best part
only
about
way.
the ending of Lost is it's given us an example of endings we hope shows don't do.
Yeah, that. And
It's like Seinfeld was one. That was one. What's it? Bob Newhart, where he just wakes up at the end and the whole show has been a dream. It was some old show. You remember what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
One old sitcom. It probably wasn't Newhart, but something. A guy woke up and was a dream.
Yeah.
So I think now to have these shows in place as examples of this idea that feels deep on paper but doesn't work. It's maybe a helpful thing to have.
The best ending of a show is dinosaurs when they all die.
That is great.
Yeah.
Because that played out. It's so sad.
It's incredibly sad because you love these puppets, but it's also historically accurate because, all the dinosaurs die.
It's so funny, big. Historically accurate ending to a show, Dinosaurs. The one where the talking dinosaur dad who worked at the quarry.
historically accurate. Yeah.
I loved
liked it.
saying "not the mama" when I was little.
Yeah,
I was
me
super
too.
into "not the
I
mama."
I always
That's
just
a good
wondered how they
catchphrase.
filmed it, because like if the asteroid just is gonna,
I think
explode
GoPros.
everything. Yeah.
Back then it was GoPros. Yeah. Back in 1989 it was GoPros.
I saw something that was like, did you know the T-Rex and the Stegosaurus were further apart than the T-Rex to now?
Wow.
And I was just like, I was like, look, I like this, but like, there's a lot going on for this to be in my.
That's funny.
Yeah,
The T-Rex
in
and
front
the
of me these
Tyrannosaurus,
days.
though, were actually a shorter
Stegosaurus
amount
and
of time than Jurassic Park original and the Lost World.
They're trying to be historically accurate by letting that much time go by between the
It's
dinosaurs.
like, what is this? Tool records?
They're
Okay.
letting a whole Cretaceous period go by before they ask Jeff Goldblum to come back and save the franchise.
And he's like, I'll do it. I finally have nothing else going on.
yeah, I don't have any jazz shows because the club closed down due to COVID.
I did not watch those last 2 Jurassic World movies, and I have no interest in doing it.
I think I refer to them as the pratfall.
Great.
But I think that, are there 3 with him?
There was
Yeah.
one with a motorcycle and velociraptors.
That was the
That's the
first
first one.
one.
I
And
saw
that
that
one wasn't
one.
bad, actually.
Wasn't awful.
It felt like the first Star Wars that was back, where you're like, okay, you nailed the energy again.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's basically the same story, but with
It
new
is.
elements in it.
It's the same story every time. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
they're
It
gonna
is.
get out. They're gonna hurt people.
It's really, really wild, and I like every time where they're like, this really didn't work last time, but we do have a bigger dinosaur now.
And more security.
The
That
good
would
thing
be
is this
fine.
dinosaur works. This can fly and swim,
Yeah.
so that's how we'll keep him enclosed. Is giving him new modes of transportation. There's no way he could get off an island and across a river. Now that we gave him flight and swimming abilities.
Yeah. I mean, they set up something really great, which they dropped immediately. It was in that first Jurassic World movie. They were setting up militarizing
I agree that was a great idea.
dinosaurs, and they just dropped it.
Because
like,
it feels honestly like the logical thing that would happen if you built a big killing thing.
You'd
Would be
wanna-
first,
weapon.
yeah, first
use
the
a
military would have them, and then people would have them in case they need to overthrow the military.
right,
The
exactly.
Third Amendment will be a right to dinosaurs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like you have a pet velociraptor to protect your house.
It'll be the Second Amendment B. It'll be like the right to bear arms, and then the right to really short, stubby Tyrannosaurus Rex arms.
Yeah.
And Jake Paul gets one.
But then and then they were selling them in one of them. I think it might have been the second or third of the Pratts,
Oh,
where they're
yeah.
selling them to governments or to rich people, and that made sense. But then they're all of a sudden clones and cloned humans, and they were like, "Oh yeah, this little girl's been a clone the whole time," and I'm like, "What?"
Oh yeah,
Is
I didn't get this far
possibly-
in the series.
I'm glad I didn't watch
And then
that.
they were like, "No one liked those, so let's forget about the clones and bring back Jeff Goldblum."
Right.
And I think Laura Dern. I think they all
and
came.
Locusts,
And they were clones.
and a bunch of locusts was
Yeah.
the last movie I saw.
Anyways, isn't it insane to fuck up dinosaurs? It feels
It
like the
really
easiest thing you
is.
could forever make movies about. I would watch a movie where the park was ran well.
Yeah.
Could we get a show where Jurassic
Yeah.
Park's just like on Parks and Rec, Jurassic Parks and Rec,
Right.
Where it's just pretty. The employees are a little odd, but the dinosaurs are fine.
They're fine.
We
And-
bought a Jurassic Park.
yeah,
Yeah, and there's maybe like a love story or like
Yeah.
a strange married couple is about to divorce and somehow they fall in love again at the park.
that would be a good Barbasol product placement in the Jurassic Park show. Because wasn't that what he was hiding the things in?
Yes.
But I just feel like I don't need the park messing up to be the problem every single time. Although
No.
I guess that's the logical thing of man's hubris.
Right.
That would be a hilarious Jurassic Park movie though, where they're just like, "This is the first
He
time
runs and
we've
locks
done
it
this."
just in time.
Yeah,
He
everything
the
worked
electrical
out
fences
great.
are on. He remembers his password. I'd watch that. Samuel Jackson is back. Did he
Yeah.
die? In Jurassic Park?
He did.
I
yeah.
think he's the arm that they find. Though when she turns around, there's like an arm on her shoulder.
Yeah,
I think he died in the first one.
I think they were going to shoot like a death scene, and then like his schedule didn't work out, and so they just like, okay, we'll just get a black arm and put it in the back. People will know it's his. Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny. Just to get too busy for Jurassic Park, and which the first one is perfect.
Oh, absolutely.
flawless
Who's too
movie.
busy for it? It's Steven Spielberg, isn't it?
Seagal.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, right.
Seagal's too busy to learn how to act properly.
That arm on the shoulder was actually him just then jujitsuing it over his shoulder. Have you seen the very embarrassing videos of him doing
Yeah.
karate
he's-
or whatever it
oh my
is?
God.
I went down a
fraud.
real rabbit hole of who's going along with this.
He's got
like,
embarrassing.
He's flipping people, and they're doing all the work. You know,
Yeah.
like it's so embarrassing.
It's like you're watching John Wick as a flip book.
It's like if I ran at you from across the room, and as soon as I got close to you, I did
He's
a
like fighting the
somersault.
stormtroopers of karate people. Okay, Grey's Anatomy, killing it. Love, this was beautiful. I
Thank
thought this
you.
was great. Sweet James is a real inside baseball reference for
It
the
is.
Southern California world.
Yeah.
that was
Right.
just a random sketch I'd written, and I was like, "Oh, this sketch, this script is horny. We might as well throw in the horny lawyer
That's
commercial."
so
This is the
funny.
first on your show. You have the assignment interspersed with SNL packet thrown in there.
That is absolutely. I will. So everywhere has a Sweet James.
Oh,
if
yeah.
you're not in Southern California, Sweet James is the lawyer with the billboards, and everyone knows what I'm
It's
talking
Better
about.
Call Saul.
It is Better Call Saul. I think Saul even in the show sort of modeled his billboards after Sweet James with the big font and everything, and the
Right.
veneerist teeth and all of this sort of stuff.
Sweet James, why Sweet James? Just like
I always put the connotation to that's what as James Taylor his album is Sweet James. I always think of Sweet James. as,
Sweet Baby James.
Oh, Sweet Baby James. Is that what it is? Yeah. Okay.
Which
sorry.
would have been an even funnier lawyer name.
Yes. Yes.
Sweet Baby James.
I don't like that you hurt.
I was just born and now I'm a warrior.
I'll pacify your defense.
I always win because the judge doesn't want to make me cry.
Don't bottle up your anger. Come to
Sweet.
me. But my nap time is from 1 to 3
But not even in
PM.
any baby clothes, just a full adult in a suit talking like that.
Yeah, but he has like one little wisp of hair, like baby hair.
And he's got a diaper
Oh, like a
underneath.
Rugrat hair?
Yeah, Rugrat hair.
Okay, guys. We got some games on here. if we wanna play.
All right, that was a good.
Okay.
No, it's more me
Riffing
gathering
ends.
myself, you
Gotcha.
know, because otherwise I skip these. And I wrote a game, a brand new game. We've played one time, but that podcast episode's not come out, and it bombed horribly last time. So we're trying it again.
Let's do it again, baby.
It's just a brand new
As a-
from the top.
True comedian does.
This is called Israel or Hamas.
Yeah, it was crazy. That one bombed. Sorry, I'm on fire with these references. This is bad.
Try to talk about this game with my dad, and now he won't talk to me anymore.
It's just me reading memes my great aunt shared on Facebook. Yeah. This game it's gonna be short. It's the bad analogy game, the game. And so how this works is it's impossible to fucking describe. This game sucks. This game
You're like Adam talking
truly
me up before
sucks.
the script.
So basically, I'm going to tell you a movie is like this movie is this movie of that movies.
Okay.
And you have to guess what my first one is. The example I tried on the last one was like the Italian Job was the Godfather of Ocean's 11's. This makes no sense, right? Well, is that even the example? I couldn't even remember. None of them worked last time. I thought it was. I only have 3 good examples, so I can't use.
Let's break that down. I just want
The
to try to figure
Italian
out what it is.
Job is like
Okay. So the Godfather of Ocean 11.
that's not a good example.
When I hear that though, I think
the Baby Driver of Ocean's 11's.
well now I don't get it.
You got it with the Godfather one?
When well I'm going to ask if I got it.
So
When I hear the
yeah.
Godfather of Ocean 11's, I'm thinking
Yeah.
like the big perfect
best.
example, the best, the creme.
Then
de la
no,
creme
it's not the right thing at
of
all.
A heist movie.
I just meant it had the word Italian in it.
Oh my god.
See, that's why it wasn't a good example. But
Yeah, but
what's
let's try a
it's
good
like
one.
the something of it's like the shooter of Ocean's 11's because it has Mark Wahlberg in it, but it's a heisty movie.
So is
I have
what
some
do
better
we, What do we
examples.
guess? What are
I'm
we
gonna
guessing?
I'm gonna
Do we guess another movie?
You guess
that's
the
not-
first one. I'll say this movie is the blank of blank.
Oh, I see.
And you have to
Okay.
guess what I'm saying.
So
and
let's-
you might even be more accurate than I was.
Okay,
let's
so
try it again.
you give us the analogy and we have to guess what the movie
movie
is.
is.
At
Okay.
least it's
Yeah.
At least it's that.
This game fucking sucks. I want this game to work so bad,
Let's
but it
try
takes
it.
me.
Let's
Okay,
try
here
it
we go.
again.
What movie is the Back to the Future of grown-ups?
Okay, the Back.
This
to the
movie is
Future
the
of
Back to the Future of grown-ups. Is
Okay, so Back to the Future, it's about a teen that goes back and kisses his mom and saves his dad.
And Grown Ups is just like a
Older-
movie of a bunch of an ensemble of friends.
who haven't really matured
Okay.
emotionally.
what movie is the Back to the Future of grown-ups? Is?
So what's a thing with a bunch of buds who haven't matured,
Oh, like any Danny McBride,
but
movie.
is like maybe happened in the past, or maybe they go back in time, or maybe
maybe?
Okay, go back.
I'm
in
trying
time.
Hot Tub Time Machine.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. Hot Tub Time Machine is the Back to the Future of grown-ups.
Hey!
Is.
I like this game.
Yeah. Okay. we sussed it out.
All right, that one's not worth any points.
We had to talk it out.
What movie is the Groundhog's Day of Aliens is?
Aliens is?
I guess I'm using a movie that's a plural as also the possessive plural.
So what is it again?
This movie is the Groundhog's Day of Aliens.
Oh, I know this. This is that Tom Cruise movie where he keeps repeating the same day over.
Vanilla Sky?
No. It's a space movie. It's with Emily Blunt. It's on the tip of my fucking tongue. What is it called? Something Day? Something A Day of Tomorrow.
Edge of Tomorrow.
Edge
I'll
of
give you.
Tomorrow.
You know what?
I haven't seen that movie, but
It's great. It's really good.
I actually
Edge of Tomorrow.
Edge of Tomorrow. It rules.
It's a great movie.
But now we see that's the one I want to use as the example from now on.
That's
Edge
good.
of Tomorrow
We
is the
both-
Groundhog's Day of Aliens.
Yes,
I understood
that's
how to
perfect.
play that. I was looking for a
It's just-
spacey alien movie.
I don't have
that-
any good enough. I only had these 3, so I had to come up with an example, and there's no way. Here we go. Last one.
Okay.
What movie is the inception of adaptations?
Inception is a movie about dreams,
Going
right?
into dreams within dreams within dreams, and controlling it.
Controlling it.
Adaptation is Nicolas Cage plays twins, but he's a writer, and Meryl Streep's in it. It's the one with the orchids, the flowers. If you
So
remember that.
dreams and playing,
writers.
This has got to be Misery.
No.
All right, hold on. Inception has got to be the big clue. What's
Yeah.
the thing that goes into
Inside.
things? What's the movie?
Inside John Malkovich? Being
John Malkovich is
All
correct.
right. Yeah,
All right,
good.
we're kicking ass. How many points was that worth, Kyle?
7.
Woo.
Because in adaptations written by Charlie Kaufman, who did Being John Malkovich, and Nicolas Cage plays Charlie Kaufman.
Dude, I just watched the Nicolas Cage Dream movie, which I might have
Scenario?
thought of. I might have actually Dream Scenario, yeah, which I might have said it as an answer if I thought of it. I just watched that like 2 nights ago. Loved it. It was great. Have you seen it?
No.
The Nicolas Cage. It's about how the whole world, basically everyone starts dreaming about Nicolas Cage's character, and
he
becomes
shows up
like,
in a couple dreams, and then he's in everybody's
Oh,
dream.
right. That's
Yeah.
a recent movie.
I really liked it. I loved the first 75% of it.
I've heard so many people say they liked it, and I thought the ending was good.
I thought
don't
it
wanna
was
give
fine,
it away.
but I thought the first on the first 75%, I'm like, it's just such an incredible premise, and I still think it's great. And I thought Nicolas Cage was honestly perfect.
yeah.
And it has the funniest fart.
That fart sex scene is straight up a Louis C.K. bit from like an early special.
Really?
Yeah. I'm wondering if whoever wrote that movie saw that stand-up bit and is like, I'm just going to write that into a movie because it's 1,000%. Louis C.K. has a bit about like the first time anyone touched his penis, he just started coming and farting immediately, and that's basically what happens in a scene. Yeah. Anyway.
I imagine he wasn't like 60.
No,
Actually,
he
I
talks
know he
about-
wasn't
no, he
60
wasn't.
based on
He's not
documents.
six-
Yes.
He's not 60.
Yes. And
He's not 60 yet.
Yeah.
But
And
anyway.
allegations.
But Dream Scenario was really fun. Great premise. The funniest, the first act is so funny.
Yeah.
It's so incredibly funny, and it's good. And okay, we're gonna take another quick break. I love anytime anyone who works in retail or the service industry can be mean to a customer. I love it.
Oh, yeah.
So you must love Dick's Last Resort.
Every single word of that individually and together.
And as a concept in a restaurant.
Yeah.
Is that one where they're mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's whatever to me. I'd probably be too insecure. I just mean
It's stupid.
They they have too much background on you. Like, oh, so Kyle, how's the comedy career going? It's like, what?
That would be
I don't
good.
fucking know.
Well researched. Me too.
Yeah.
Kyle wearing those socks 2 days in a row.
Yeah.
I would. You make your reservation. They need you to link to your socials.
Yeah, right. So they could do some background.
Haven't
check.
been posting as much.
Yeah, what's going on?
Out of the algorithm, huh?
Yeah. I see you deleted all your girlfriend's pictures. What happened?
Yeah. Your credit score is in the dumps.
I already had $40 liquid.
You just applied for something called Capital 2?
Man, this is the gold, baby.
Okay. We're going to play this game now. It's called Before and Afters.
Ooh.
Get ready to play before and afters.
How this works is 2 movies have been smashed together into one, much like Gravatar. And I will tell you The Grey's Anatomy. That's that Liam Neeson movie where he fights a wolf.
Oh, yeah.
Remember Taken with Wolf?
Yes.
There's Dances with Wolves and Taken by Wolves.
Gotcha.
And then, other examples you could think of in your head probably. I'll read you the plots. I'm
Right.
really giving you guys a lot
Taken
of the work.
with,
You wrote a 16-page script. And I'm like, can you come up with some more jokes in your head for the show?
Yeah, I'm I mean, I could, if you give me a minute, I can make some.
Grey's Anatomy of a Fall. That's that movie. Anatomy of Fall just came out. I don't know what it's about, but I know the words.
Grey's Anatomy, Myself and Irene.
There you go.
That's good.
Grey's Anatomy Girls.
Nice.
Grey's Anatomy and Irene. Grey's Anatomy, me, myself, and Irene.
Nice.
Grey's Anatomy Meet the Parents.
Grey's Anatomy. Meatloaf. Are you guys like Meatloaf's music?
The Amazing Grace Anatomy.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's probably a disorder I have to come up with these that fast. But a lot of words sound like each other.
Oh, yeah.
They sure do. Clap and rap.
I thought you were like, that's you giving it up for a joke. Clap.
Yeah.
It's pretty fun. He said clap anytime he thought something was funny.
Clapping. I'm clapping
Also,
now.
it's what was wrong with someone in the Grey's Anatomy script was they had the... here we go. I'll
Rap.
read you the
They
plot.
had the rap.
They had the rap. I'll read you the plot. You have to
Doctor,
tell me
I got
to
a
put
bad
together.
case of the rap. What's that?
Well, hip hop on down to the hospital, and we'll the hip hop spittle.
Nice. Hip hop spittle. Hip hop
There you go. Yeah.
Ice Cube is the fucking main dude. Dr. Cube.
Doctor, they call him Dr. Cube.
Yeah,
They
you
don't
can't
even
call
name
him
his
Ice.
character. They can't call him Ice. No, they do in LA call Ice to the hospital a lot. It's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's crushed ice.
Oh, man. That's just a bad accident with Ice Cube and like I don't know. He gets crushed in a thing.
Ice Cube was in a fatal.
He hasn't looked the same since he shaved. I think.
Nice. Yeah, that's great. Well,
I met him in person. He was pretty cold.
Yeah.
That's cool.
They say black don't crack, but ice cracks. Fuck! Take that out! Take it out! I went for it. I know not to tackle race in my comedy.
We removed the ice from nice when it came to that joke. I'm going to read you a plot.
Okay.
You have to tell me the smushed together title, much like all the stuff we said 10 minutes ago when we started this game.
Got it.
Gravatar. Here we go. What is this one? An orphan raised in a workhouse escapes to London where he encounters extremely strong tornadoes.
Oliver Twister.
Oliver Twister is correct.
Right. I had Twister. I didn't have Oliver. Good job, Adam.
A girl and her
Thank
pet
you.
dog are swept off their farm by a tornado and land in the magical, colorful world of shark-infested beaches.
Wiznado.
Wizard of Jaws.
The Wizard of Jaws.
The Wizard of Jaws?
Shark-infested
that really?
beaches?
Oh shit! I think it's Sharknado.
I was thinking sharks.
Wiznado, I love.
I got Wiznado.
Wiznado.
That could be partial credit.
That's a
Wiznado.
That's a new tornado one where it's piss.
It's littler tornadoes
Yeah.
inside of it.
Yeah.
It's the piss tornado.
Yeah.
Wiznado.
Went to the bathroom had a Wiznado.
Or cheese whiz, I don't know.
That would be maybe what's the tornado rankings?
F1.
F1,
to the-
yeah, the
F1,
F1.
F2,
There'd be a
FU.
W1 and a W2, where the Whiz 1 is the cheese whiz. Sometimes I'm just like, I honestly, Mike, this podcast is for almost no one. I mean, a lot of people listen, but I'm like, who likes all of this? Some people like the movie stuff. Who likes whiz, like we're talking about cheese whiz tornadoes?
That makes you wonder which part do they like? Because they clearly like one part,
Yeah.
at least.
Hey, as long as they click on it, baby, that's all that matters.
Yeah. Much like my hair, they like the side parts. That's the riffing.
Oh yeah, no, we understood.
Clap.
I did a mental clap for that riff.
A mental clap. Yeah, Jason will just blink a little longer when he's giving me a mental clap for a
Jason's
riff.
got the mental clap.
It's a stroke, actually.
Here we go. Number 3. A struggling guitar player poses as a substitute music teacher at a school where he meets a small-time boxer getting a shot at the champ.
School of Rocky.
Nice.
Got it,
I was
dude.
trying to go with the inside Llewyn Davis and where that would go.
That's a tougher route to go, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
School of
Inside
Rocky's
Man,
great.
Llewyn Davis.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Partial credit, but you didn't say it, so.
And none of the plots would apply.
Inside.
You're
Being so
hardly
mean
off.
to Adam about this one. Like, come on, you didn't say that thing that we just made up a second ago?
Inside Ways Llewyn Davis.
Inside Out, Llewyn Davis.
Yeah.
Okay.
Final one. 2 teenage siblings are transported to a colorless sitcom of the 50s, and they must help an individualistic insect save his colony.
Okay. Which is the one where they go in black and white? I'm just trying to.
Is it Pleasantville?
I think so. It's Pleasantville, and are we going with B movie? Are we trying to get in there?
Or Ants?
Oh, maybe Ants.
But
Pleasantville.
Pleasantville is correct.
Hey, we
That was
worked
nice.
that one out.
That was
dude.
good.
Wow,
That was
that's a great
nice.
poll.
Yeah.
You forget, it's just A Bug's Life. Those came out all at the same time.
Yeah, just a Bug's
Yeah.
Life.
With Woody Allen. You know what everyone thought Pixar lacked?
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
it was that guy.
Well, that's it for before and afters.
That was pretty good.
I think you did a great job.
I think we rocked it. We got everyone but one.
Yeah.
90%.
Our final game that we're going to play is a game that's called Guess What Movie Kyle's Dad is Describing, having only watched the trailer
Oh,
and
this
never
is
having
fun.
heard of
This
this
is
movie,
great.
the game.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Guess what movie trailer Kyle's dad is describing, having only watched the trailer and never having heard of the movie game.
How this game works is my dad describes a movie trailer. You have to guess what movie the trailer is for. It can be any movie ever. He hasn't been to a movie theater since the mid-90s. So that's where the reference points are coming
Got it.
from.
So
perfect for us,
Speed
I
was
think.
his last
Yeah.
movie.
Species.
Species, yeah.
Speed cheese.
Hey!
I think the horn just broke. Someone about to get an argument about something that has nothing to do with this,
Adam,
which
you
would be the
fix
first time
instruments,
ever. You fix instruments. Can you tune up this children's musical instrument kit horn? Okay, so this is for any movie ever. You can guess whenever if you want to give a guess during it. Here we go.
Okay. The airplane is landing. Why does it matter that this is the fourth film of something? She's got her bike helmet and she's sitting at a bar. Oh wow, things have gotten intense. Fighting and fighting, she's fighting everybody. These can't all happen at the same time. Some bright shots, some black and white, sorta. Somewhere everyone is shadows. Someone threw an axe. More shadow shots. Everything is blue. She was hoping it would be that easy.
The biggest clue is going to be the fourth movie.
And is this like a current movie or any movie?
Any movie.
Any movie in time?
Fourth movie. Cuts to black and white. Shadows. Axes. Planes.
I mean, is it? It's in a female protagonist.
Yeah. What's a movie? What has had 4 movies that has a woman action star?
Throwing axes. I mean, Alien, but I mean that was obviously not Alien.
Yeah.
Kill Bill.
I was thinking Kill Bill.
It is Kill Bill.
Oh yeah.
What a poll.
Yeah, are there 4 Kill Bills?
No, it is. I think the trailer is like from acclaimed Quentin Tarantino's 4th film.
Ah, yeah, okay. As soon as when I was thinking the shadows and all that stuff too, that's what. Anyway, that's great.
That's a good poll.
Thank you. I'm stretching now.
No, it's all good. Well, I think that's it for us. I mean, that's a good get. Kill Bill.
Yeah.
We're here.
Kill Bill
we finished
Volume
up-
1?
Volume 1. Volume 2 probably would have referenced. I think she literally, the trailer's like, I'm going to go kill Bill.
He says I would love to hear your dad say that.
He says
she's
kill.
going to
She says kill Bill too.
He reads the yeah, because
Yeah.
they'll say the title at the end of the trailer. That would be as good probably for the game that you don't leave the part in where he goes kill Bill.
He's pretty good about avoiding that, but in some of the older trailers, it will just be like, I think like the trailer for Psycho is like, this is Hitchcock's movie, and there's the shower. Like, because they like, you know, in the old shows, it'd be like, here comes Alfred Hitchcock's movie,
Right.
and you're gonna have a fun time watching the shower.
Steve Buscemi is bowling.
That's Psycho.
Yeah, that's Psycho too.
Well, hey, Jason, thanks for being here.
Hey, thanks, Kyle. What a fun show.
Thank
this
you for
is.
having never seen Grey's Anatomy.
I never will.
Great.
I never will watch it.
Let everyone know anything where they have to find you and find you.
Yeah, well, you can find me. I am on Instagram. That is my main social media at Jason C Saenz. You know, it's probably linked in this episode. And I've got my one-man show coming up in the LA area. If you are around, please come by. It's called The Wheel World. And I'm doing it again on June 8th and June 14th at the Lyric Hyperion. Go to eventbrite.com to pick up tickets. People seem to like it. I like performing it. It's about being a paraplegic, about living in a wheelchair, and all the nasty, dirty, secret shit that I have to do every day to be a paraplegic. It's a lot of fun. Please come out. And that's it.
Great. Thank you so much. Adam, anything you want to add?
Sure. I have a special on YouTube. It's called Jew versus the Volcano. I'd love if you checked it out. And I will be touring Pacific Northwest, Colorado, East Coast, all those things the next few months. So Adam D. Newman on Instagram, adamnewmancomedy.com for tour dates. Thanks, everybody.
Great. Thank you all so much for listening. Have a wonderful day.
I've never seen it.